Hey YouTube, welcome back to our 10th week of saving in silver coins. So this week we do have $6.50 in face value to add to our pile of silver coins here. We're up to $107 in face, or 77 ounces of silver, so stay tuned. We've got more to come. All right, so welcome back. I do have all of this week's coins separated and put up here in the front. We do have the pile of silver coins back towards the back. So $6.50 in face value. That's what I was able to accumulate over the last week from last week's video until now. And let's go ahead and bring that calculator up to show you exactly where we're at. All right, so looking at the calculator, you can see the half dollars, quarters, and dimes. They're really starting to add up. Right now, we're sitting at 18.9 ounces in half dollars. We've got 34 ounces in quarters and another 22.5 ounces in dimes. That all works out to be 107 in face. And with today's spot price, and it is up about 60 cents from last week, so that was a nice little recovery there. We're seeing a melt value of $1,785.68 and a total weight in troy ounces of 76.899 troy ounces. So not bad for 10 weeks in on this series. So let's go ahead and get back to the coins here. And I will be updating actually that calculator here soon. I've a friendly subscriber to the channel and I have been communicating, and he's helped me develop a better savings calculator for this 90% silver stack. So stay tuned, that'll be coming pretty soon. So let's get started here, and we'll start with these Roosevelt Dimes. And we'll do it a little different this week. And guys, I do still have the tubes. It's just easier to film and show you the coins this way, okay? The tubes, getting everything set up was just very, very time consuming. And honestly, the interest in the videos was coming down. So I needed to change it up a little bit. So here's the change up. So we do have a 1959, or is that a 58? Yeah, one of the two, 59, Roosevelt Dimes. Still got a pretty good amount of luster on it. And I am seeing some pretty nice Roosevelt Dimes. 1964. We are getting, when I show you that silver pile here again, a little bit down in the video, you'll see some really nice Roosevelt Dimes kind of popping out amongst the other silver coins. So these are, once more, circulated 90% silver coins. Like this 1950 Roosevelt Dime. I think it's a 50. It's really, yeah, 1950. And these are going to be one of the cheapest ways for you to accumulate silver coins. You're going to pay a lower premium over spot, especially if working with a local coin shop. All right, local coin shops are where you're going to find the best price on circulated 90% silver coins. So for those of you interested in getting started in silver, here's a great place to begin. You could build a lot of weight in 90% silver. So we have a 1947, so getting a little older here. With our Roosevelt Dimes. Nice looking dime. And we have a nice lustery one here, probably a 64. Yep, 1964. So 64 was the last year that our U.S. coins were minted with 90% silver, at least the half dollars, dimes, and quarters. All right, and here's the last one, a 1960 Roosevelt dime. This one does have a Denver mint mark there, coming from the Mile High City. Let's get to our Mercury Dimes. We did get quite a few Mercury Dimes this week, which I always appreciate. So we do have a 1936 Mercury Dime, winged Mercury there, In God We Trust. History and wealth in our hands. We do also have a D mint mark there for Denver, another Mile High Dime. All right, let's get to a 1939. The beginning of World War II in Europe, 1939. History in our hands, no mint mark, coming from Philadelphia. All right, so we've got a 1943 Mercury Dime, and we're up to about 60 of these Mercury Dimes now. Probably. Somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe a little less. We'll bring the calculator up at the end of the video to show you exactly where we're at once we tally all these new coins up, which I've already done. So 1942. And this one's going to be coming out of Philadelphia as well. Let's see if we can get the camera to actually work. Yep, there we go. All right, nice little circulated dime there. See what else we got here. A little grungy. On this 19, looks like, is that a 1917? So the Mercury Dimes were minted from 1916 to 1945. And here we have a San Francisco Mercury Dime. Pretty worn down, but I do see an S mint mark there. Let's try to get the focus. There we go. S mint mark down there in the bottom. So 1917, San Francisco. See what we got here? We have a 1945, so this is going to be the last year before the change to the Mercury Dime. Apologies, to the Roosevelt Dime from the Mercury Dime. And let's see if we can get a good look at this one. Looks like this one came from the Philadelphia Mint. So there we go, guys. Let's zoom back out. Take a look at the coins in front of us. That's all the dimes for this week, except for these two barbers here that I forgot. So we'll zoom in on these barbers, and wow, this is a nice looking barber dime. Look at this one, guys. 1914 barber dime. Now, barber dimes were minted from 1892 until 1916. These did precede those Mercury dimes there. So 1914, it's got, you can still see very nice details in the coin. This is probably the best looking barber dime, that I've gotten the stack so far. And no mint mark there, so coming most likely from Philadelphia, if memory serves me correctly. And here we'll grab the other of the two barber dimes, this one in 1916. And let's see if we can find that. Is this the dime? I'm not sure. Yeah, here's the dime. See, look at the difference. You can see a pretty significant difference here in the wear on both of these barber dimes. So the one on the right coming from Philadelphia and the one on the left from San Francisco. You do see that S mint mark down there at the bottom. So there we go. Those are all of our dimes. Let's go ahead and get to the quarters. And this one should be pretty easy because I don't see any barber quarters or standing Liberty quarters in this week's order. So these are all going to be Washingtons. Let's see what we can do with our Washington quarters here, which does make up the bulk of my silver savings stack right now. The Washington quarters, 1964. Looks like a Denver. Yep. 64 Denver. 1942, little circulated there, Denver. 1960 with some nice luster on it. Looks like a Philadelphia quarter. 1944, so now we're talking the invasion of Normandy once more. Philadelphia quarter. A little bit of luster on this one, but it is circulated 1964. Philadelphia. 1961. Denver. 1964. Denver. Three more, guys. Ooh, 1940. Now, the Washington quarters were minted from 1932 until 1964 in the 90% silver variety. Obviously, the quarters are still being minted. The Washington quarters of this design, I'd have to check and see exactly when they did make the official change. But 64 was the last year for 90% silver. So another Denver. And here's the last one. 1953. Also a Denver. All right, let's bring the camera back into focus. We'll move these half dollars. And for those of you that asked the question about whether or not I'm going to go through these coins and actually look them up with like a coin book or red book, yes, I'm going to. I mean, we only have a little more than $100 in face. So when I get towards the end of the year, when we get into the December time frame, I will do that. I will split everything back out into the tubes. And we will actually go through and organize by mint, by condition. Now, don't worry, that's all coming. But right now, the focus is on accumulation, okay? We're just trying to get as much of it that we possibly can without going over our budget, because that's what we do on this channel. We set a budget, and then we work hard, and we try to save cash as we go throughout the week so we've got more left over to purchase silver and grow our wealth, holding more silver in our savings account. So we got a real nice 1964 John F. Kennedy. Only year of the 90% John F. Kennedy 90% half dollars. This looks like a Denver. Really nice looking 1964 Kennedy half dollar. All right, so now we move to the Walking Liberty, and the Walking Liberty half dollar was minted from 1916 up until 1947. You can see where the Silver Eagle gets some of its design aspects from this traditional half dollar coin. United States of America with the big eagle on the back. All right, we got another one. This one looks to be pretty worn down. Wow, you can't even hardly see the date there. Looks like it's going to be you tell me, but I think it's a 1918. 1918. All right, we do have two more. We got our only Benjamin Franklin for this week, in 1960 Ben Franklin. And the Benjamin Franklins were minted from 1948 up until 1963, leaving us with just 1964 once more for those John F. Kennedy half dollars. Here we go. And here comes the last one, guys. 1964 John F. Kennedy. Can't go wrong with these. Very limited amount of silver loss when it comes to the 1964 half dollars, quarters, and dimes. Typically, they are amongst the favorites of 90% silver stackers due to that aspect. So let's go ahead and bring it all in. And don't you just love constitutional silver? This is the kind of silver, guys, you can handle it. All right, you don't have to worry about touching it. You don't have to worry about dropping it. This type of coinage here has seen a whole lot more than you have, most likely. So let's go ahead and bring the calculator up, and we'll see where we're at the end of week 10. 10 weeks done now, guys. And looking at the calculator, we are now up to a face value of $113.50 in constitutional silver. That brings us to today's melt value of $1,898.51. Did I read that right? Yeah, $1,898.51. So we're knocking on $1,900 given today's spot price, hanging out right at $24. Today's spot price is going to be $24 flat, and that brings our weight up to 81.6 troy ounces of silver. All right, so some of you guys have been asking me exactly how long I plan on doing this, and I did say till the end of the year, and that is true. At the end of this year, we will kind of evaluate and look and see which direction we want to go. I'll definitely poll my subscribers and see which direction you guys want to go. And also, I wanted to let you know that my end state goal for circulated constitutional silver is going to be originally, at least for now, $1,400 in face, right? And the reason I say $1,400 in face is because that does work out to be approximately 1,000 troy ounces of silver. So that's what I'm shooting for, guys and girls. 1,000 troy ounces of silver and 90% circulated constitutional silver, with a little 40% thrown in as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Come back Thursday as I've got 6 more ounces in 3 4/9 fine bullion silver coins to show you. Can't wait to show you the new additions to the stack this Thursday. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Tune back next Tuesday, 6 p.m. for week 11. And we're going to go over 90 ounces at that point. Actually, no, we need 2 more weeks probably, and we'll get up over 90 ounces. But here in about a month's time, we will have crossed that initial 100-ounce threshold for circulated 90% and 40% silver coins. So have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you then.